Welcome to NBA basketball.
If you love this game, you'll love NBA Video. Nothing gets you closer to the game.
Come on, gang, we're gonna win this game. Let's go, let's go. Match up. Don't turn out. It's a three-point game. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Michael will take it. He scores. Superman's back in the building.
Reach for the sky with the NBA Superstars collection.
This game is Larry Bird.
Magic Johnson was born to be great.
Best player ever is still Michael Jordan. He's just the greatest.
Rock with NBA music videos and jam with the best. Make the right call with the NBA Action Series.
Magic down the middle. Welcome again to NBA basketball.
Oh man, the drama is so great here.
You can feel the pressure of these final minutes. Holy cow. Every play so big at this stage of this ball game.
The game on the line, the score time.
Things are heating up.
Nothing gets you closer to the game. NBA Video. Bring it home.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Magic down the middle, Magic all the way, Magic underneath, throw it in.
Hey, it's Magic time. Man.
Magic down the middle, over the shoulder to Worthy. Score! Oh!
And they even went back to my high school days when I had a leaping throw. Oh man, I had a throw.
Urban drives in.
And I hope they don't put none of them little boy pictures of him with no teeth. You're gonna get to see me when nobody else has seen me, the way I look.
Is there any questions before I get started?
From Michigan State, wearing number 33 at guard, Urban Magic Johnson. Here it comes. The alley-oop.
Michigan State University, national champions, 1979.
I be turning pro.
NBA Hoops cards. These cards have my full support.
Great source of basketball information.
Action photos, career stats, height, weight,
Urban Magic Jackson. He's famous.
where they were born.
Collect them all.
NBA Hoops cards. Great pictures.
Cool stats.
No gum.
No gum.
No gum.
As a group, I would say they probably have some of the best teeth I've ever seen. You can spit now.
Si vous aviez envie de raconter une belle histoire de basketball, vous pourriez la commencer dans une petite ville de l'Indiana, où les jeunes garçons grandissent un ballon à la main, un panier au fond du jardin, et le cœur plein de rêves glorieux. Parmi eux, il y en aurait un qui continuerait à s'entraîner bien après que ses copains soient rentrés chez eux. Au cours de ces longues heures passées à peaufiner sa technique, il découvrirait la nature profonde du jeu et dans le même temps la sienne. Il jouerait avec la passion de l'opprimé, le respect de la tradition et une vision qui n'appartiendrait qu'à lui. Il enflammerait le cœur de tous ceux qui le regarderaient jouer et laisserait derrière lui un sentiment d'émerveillement et une légende.
The fans have poured into Salt Lake City in record numbers and they are infected with basketball fever. Those who believe in magic and those who appreciate the beauty of a rare bird have come to see basketball's best and witness the crowning of a new national champion.
Ce fut la rencontre la plus mémorable de l'histoire du basketball universitaire. L'obscure équipe des Sycamores d'Indiana State, menée par son discret leader Larry Bird, qui rencontrait les puissants Spartans de Michigan State et leur star charismatique, Earvin Magic Johnson.
It's a dream come true, and like I said, it's an awful important game, and just hope we play up the part and win the game.
Bird avait fait sensation dans le pays en menant les Sycamores dans une saison invaincue. Ils étaient devenus l'équipe miracle du basket universitaire. Mais au dernier match, Magic et ses Spartans les éjectèrent brutalement du devant de la scène. La grande époque d'Indiana State était peut-être terminée, mais celle de Larry Bird ne faisait que commencer. Les légendaires Celtics de Boston l'avaient choisi pour sauver l'honneur de leur fière tradition. Après avoir terminé la saison à la dernière place, les Celtics espéraient que ce jeune prodige de 22 ans, tout droit sorti des champs de maïs de l'Indiana, serait à même de ressusciter leur dynastie déchue. Il dépassa toutes leurs espérances.
Bird a rebound and a basket and he's fouled. Bird, tremendous instinct for the offensive board that time.
Celtics have got 3 seconds. 2.
Bird, a runner.
It's good! Yes, indeed!
28 seconds. Bird, slap pass to Archibald.
Ahead to Henderson, to Bird on the cut. Beautiful!
En une seule saison, il fit faire aux Celtics la plus belle volte-face de l'histoire de la NBA. Il fut élu Rookie de l'année et raviva l'enthousiasme de sa franchise et de ses fans.
Larry steps in, brings in this chemistry, this charisma, and got us back on the winning track.
Bird with the steal behind the back to Nate Archibald. Back to Bird.
Bird était la nouvelle pierre angulaire de l'équipe, avec Robert Parrish au centre et le jeune Kevin McHale à l'aile. Boston était prêt à repartir à la conquête du championnat. Et Bird, qui n'en était qu'à sa deuxième saison, bien décidé à les y mener.
Puts it on the floor. We're down to 6. Bird in the corner. Double fake. Jumper. It's good! Larry Bird hits it with 2 seconds left.
I think we all had the confidence in Larry that he gonna come through for us because he was our go-to guy.
Très rapidement, Larry Bird rejoignit les rangs des superstars de la NBA. Toutefois, lors du match précédant la finale de sa conférence, le célèbre vétéran de l'adversaire ne manque pas de lui faire comprendre que la route vers le championnat ne serait pas de tout repos. Dr. J et ses 76ers menaient 3-1. De toute évidence, les Celtics allaient devoir attendre encore 1 an pour reconquérir le titre. Mais Bird réagit avec une assurance qui démontait son manque d'expérience. Jouant avec une détermination forcenée, il provoqua le plus beau revirement de situation de toute l'histoire des playoffs, en faisant revenir les Celtics à 3-2. Cette fois, c'était au tour des 76ers de douter. Bird allait leur asséner le coup de grâce. Bird avait ramené la finale au Boston Garden. À présent, il comptait bien y accrocher la 14e bannière de vainqueur du championnat. Les Rockets de Houston ne peuvent rien faire pour empêcher les Celtics de les éliminer en 6 matchs. Mené par un Larry Bird plus déterminé que jamais. En 2 ans, ce Hoosier de l'Indiana avait hissé Boston de la dernière place à celle du champion de la NBA, réalisant ses rêves les plus fous.
That won the World Championship in 1981, and they have become the 14 flag winners for the Boston Garden.
Pourtant, s'il a séduit tous les cœurs de sa ville d'adoption, le sien appartient toujours à la campagne.
We also would like to thank you as a team for supporting us throughout the year. It's been a great honor to be out here. There's only one place I'd rather be, French Lick. Thank you.
Pour ses fans en adoration, Bird était comme un sauveur venu d'un pays lointain, un héros auréolé de mystère.
He looked like some hillbilly coming out of the woods or something. He always wore these overalls and a cap and all that type of thing.
Somewhere, somebody went into a cave in French Lick, Indiana, and there was a block of ice, and they chipped away, and out popped this prehistoric basketball player, Larry Bird.
Personally, I didn't believe there was a place called French Lick. I just could not believe the kid was from French Lick. But he had very, very strong roots at home.
La célébrité montante de Larry Bird fit de French Lick la capitale presque mythique du basketball. Située en pleine campagne de l'Indiana, cette ville d'à peine 2000 habitants se prêtait bien à cette image. Les gens y mènent une vie simple et partagent la même passion, qu'ils se transmettent de génération en génération. Dans l'Indiana, le basket est la tradition. Pour les Hoosiers, le tournoi des collèges est un rituel ancestral. L'université d'État est une institution vénérable du basket, dont les meilleurs joueurs sont immortalisés dans l'histoire. Né le 7 décembre 1956, Larry Joe Bird, 4e des 6 enfants de Joe et de Georgia Bird, grandit en jouant au basket comme n'importe quel petit écolier de l'Indiana. Joe étant souvent parti sur les routes à la recherche d'un emploi et Georgia travaillant toute la journée comme serveuse dans le restaurant du coin, Larry fut initié au jeu par ses grands frères Mike et Mark.
I did tag along. It's not that they called me and said, "Come on, let's go play ball." They sort of brushed me off all the time because they was, 3 and 4 years older than I was. So it was a struggle. Anytime you have bigger brothers, it's a struggle just to hang around with them.
À son entrée au lycée, il assista aux exploits de Mark dans l'équipe de Springs Valley.
At school, everybody telling me my bigger brother was a great player and I can't wait to grow up and try to be like him. And you can see he was proud of how he played on a certain night, and I sort of wanted the same feeling.
Très vite, Larry décida de tester ses propres capacités.
He was just an average basketball player at that time. But there used to be a basketball court halfway up the hill. And you would always, I can remember seeing him down there shooting at that basketball in the rain. Out there shooting a basketball in the rain and just practicing by himself.
I had a couple friends I played with a lot, but I was picking up on things that I thought that were relative simple moves that they had a hard time with, and that's when things started clicking a little bit for me.
Dans l'équipe de première année du lycée, Bird se vit récompensé de ses longues heures d'entraînement. Il resserra ses objectifs.
We didn't have a lot when we grew up, and basketball, when it came into my life, that's all I did.
Arrivé en deuxième année, Bird et son jeu s'étaient considérablement développés.
He started out as a sophomore. He was 6'1", 135 pounds. As a junior, he was up probably 6'5". And he was our best passer and our best rebounder and our best defensive player, and not necessarily the leading scorer, but he did all those other things that made people better.
It was just like, I don't know, magic wand had touched him or a miracle had happened, because we'd never seen him play like that.
En terminale, il dominait ses adversaires du haut de ses 2 mètres. Avec une moyenne de 30 points et de 20 rebonds par match, il attirait les entraîneurs des équipes universitaires. Sa décision ne faisait aucun doute. Il accepterait la bourse d'études de l'Université de l'Indiana. C'est ainsi qu'à l'automne 1974, la fierté de French Lick et du lycée de Springs Valley partit vers le nord, emportant tous les espoirs de sa communauté. Il se rendait à Bloomington, où il vivrait le rêve de tous les écoliers de l'Indiana, en défendant les couleurs de son État. Les 2 années suivantes marquèrent l'apogée de l'équipe de basket d'Indiana. Elle ne perdra qu'un seul match et remportera le championnat national. Mais elle le fit sans Larry Bird. Au bout de 24 jours, il avait lâché ses études pour rentrer à French Lick en stop.
I think that the size of the school and not really having, that many friends there and not having a lot or come from a lot, I think he just got a little discouraged and a little depressed and bailed out without really consulting anyone.
I think he probably felt scared that he disappointed maybe his family, maybe the community.
My mom took it pretty tough, and she wasn't too happy for a long period of time, but it was a decision I made. It was something I had to live with, and I thought about it before I did it, and it just, I would like to stay there, but it just wasn't for me.
Revenu dans son cadre familier, Bird ne tarda pas à trouver un emploi auprès des services de la voirie.
Some days we picked up trash once a week. The next days we might be cleaning the streets. And the guys I was working with were great guys. I knew them all my life, and I'm still grateful that they gave me the job.
Larry se retrouvait enfin dans un environnement et une routine qui lui convenait. Mais son plaisir de rentrer chez lui serait de courte durée. Le 3 février 1975, son père, Joe Bird, se suicida.
I think that Larry learned a lot off his father. I think that cared for him deeply. I know he really loved his father a lot.
There's nothing you can do about something like that. I mean, he chose the way he wanted to die, and he did it. And it's just unfortunately that some people have problems like that. But I wish he was here, but he's not. So I had to go on with my life and try to make the most of my life, just like the rest of my family has. And that's the way we dealt with it.
Pourtant, on ne laissa pas la famille Bird tranquille. Au cours des mois qui suivirent, French Lick fut envahi par des hordes de recruteurs. Parmi eux, Bill Hodges, entraîneur adjoint des Sycamores d'Indiana State, qui se présenta à la porte des Birds sans y avoir été invité.
His mother ran me off the first time I knocked on the door. She said that Larry had seen all the coaches that he wanted to see and he wasn't going back to school. And she just wished people quit bothering him.
I've already been through 50 or 60 recruiters, and I've heard all the BS that they throw. So Coach Hodges he was so persistent. He always tried to get to the family. When one member of the family tell him get lost, he'd go to the next member. But I told him, I said, I'll let you know if I want to go to Indiana State, I'll call you. And I got tired of seeing the guy, and then finally we sat down and talked about it, and I just decided on Indiana State.
He had a friend named Kevin Carnes that Larry was telling me how Kevin would have been a great player if he'd have gone to college, and he hadn't gone, and he was married, and he was really good. And I said, well, if you don't go to college, they're going to be saying that about you someday, that you would have been great if.
Un an après avoir quitté l'Université d'Indiana, Larry redonnait sa chance au basket universitaire. Il n'allait plus à terre mouillée. Il se rendait à terre haute et cette fois, il ne rebrousserait pas chemin. L'université d'État était à peine visible sur la carte du basketball de l'Indiana, mais Larry Bird s'y sentirait chez lui.
Terre Haute is like a small town. It's not a small town. It's got 100,000 people or so, but people treat you like it's a small town. Everybody knows you. And I think Larry felt like it was kind of an extension of French Lick.
Comme son statut de transfer student l'éloignait de la compétition pendant un an, il eut le temps de se familiariser avec le programme de basket de l'université. Quand il apparut pour la première fois sur le plancher, à la rentrée 76, il avait atteint sa taille adulte de 2,5 m. Il était prêt à hisser les Sycamores au premier rang et à conquérir l'Indiana.
Wherever Hoosiers gather, they no longer talk of weather. Indiana has a new state bird. Now his claim to fame is just the way he plays the game. Indiana has a new state bird.
You tell us your name, although I don't think we need to ask. Brad Miley. Brad Miley. You're not Brad Miley. Larry Bird. Larry Bird.
It's not the Cardinal now. Hey, Larry, take a bow. Indiana has a new state bird.
And you're from French Lick, Indiana. You said it all when you said it. Yeah.
From out of old French Lick on up to ISU, he came to play some basketball.
What position do you play with the team?
Well, as you know, I had to do everything, so I play all positions. Now we don't know a thing about what the future will bring, but for now we're gonna spread the word. The fighting Sycamores are racking up the scores, and Indiana has a new state bird. Indiana has a new state bird.
Larry était devenu un phénomène dans le monde du basketball. Ce jeune homme immense, aussi à l'aise dans le tir que dans la passe, qui jouait pour une faculté compagnarde quasi inconnue, avait l'air d'un Huckleberry Finn du 20e siècle, un vrai personnage de roman. Très vite, les médias affluèrent à terre haute.
People were coming down from everywhere, on the networks, CBS, NBC, ABC, but he didn't have a lot to say. Not that he couldn't say it, it's just that he was a little quiet, a little backward.
All of a sudden you went from this quiet guy with his friends to people looking over his shoulders, reporters following you around everywhere you went, people taking pictures, and it was something that I didn't like, and it was tough for me to deal with.
Outre sa célébrité naissante, Bird allait devoir affronter un autre problème. À la fin de son année de transfert, il avait le droit d'être drafté dans une équipe de la NBA, même s'il n'avait pas terminé son cycle universitaire. Sélectionné par les Celtics, il se trouvait devant un choix difficile, jouer la sécurité financière immédiate ou finir sa dernière année à Indiana State.
Money was foreign to him. You know, he made $6 an hour. That's pretty darn good.
It really wasn't that tough because I wanted to get my education while I was there because I knew I would never go back. You know, the one thing about athletes is they always say, well, I'll go back next year and do it, but they never do.
Bird avait décidé de ne pas quitter Indiana State. Pourtant, les perspectives de son équipe n'étaient pas très brillantes. Son entraîneur Bob King, victime d'une crise cardiaque, avait été remplacé par l'entraîneur adjoint Bill Hodges. Les Sycamores allaient démarrer la saison 78-79 avec un coach débutant et un groupe de role-players mené par un jeune All-American très motivé.
Every offense we ran, the first thing we wanted to happen was Larry to touch the ball. And that was our goal, was get it in his hands 75% of the time that we had it. And boy, you get the ball in his hands, he did a tremendous job with it.
Bird et ses Sycamores relèveront le défi et stupéfieront le monde du basket universitaire en établissant un record national.
The way we were beating teams was just on pure guts and determination. So we just got in our minds that we weren't going to get beat.
Sous l'influence de Bird, l'équipe d'Indiana State ne connaissait plus de limites.
By Larry practicing and playing 100%, you know, he demanded that you play 100%. He demanded that you take a charge or you dive after that ball because he would do the same thing.
And he missed it. Miley has it with 2 seconds. Heaton half the length of the court. Got it! It's right! He made it! He made this shot! I don't believe it! From half and it's fine! I don't believe this!
À la fin d'une série de victoires invraisemblables, les Sycamores finiront la saison invaincus. Ils gagneront le premier billet pour le tournoi NCAA et deviendront les Cendrillons du pays.
Everything just fell into place. It was not only good for the college, it was good for the community, and it was good for the players. Everybody involved. It was just something that happens once in life.
Le conte de fées des Sycamores se poursuivra par l'élimination des Hokies de Virginia Tech et des Sooners d'Oklahoma dans le tournoi NCAA. Cendrillon était encore au bal et les 12 coups de minuit n'étaient pas près de sonner quand elle affronta l'Arkansas dans la finale régionale. Larry avait réussi. Il avait vu Indiana célébrer un championnat national sans lui. À présent, il emmenait les Sycamores à Salt Lake City pour jouer la finale à 4, la plus célèbre de l'histoire du basketball universitaire. Affrontant l'équipe favorite de DePaul, il jouerait son plus beau match du tournoi, en marquant 16 sur 19 au tir. Les Sycamores allaient en finale, leur saison de rêve touchait à sa fin. Mais Larry Bird se trouvait à un carrefour qui cristallisait toutes les aspirations qu'il avait poussées à partir si loin de chez lui. C'était la fin d'une saison magique et le début d'un nouveau voyage. Ce match marquait la fin d'une odyssée de 5 ans et la dernière marche avant l'accession à la renommée nationale. Ce fut la plus grande défaite de Larry Bird et le coup d'envoi de son plus grand challenge. Quand Larry Bird entra au Boston Garden, il se retrouva dans la cathédrale du basketball. Les chances des Celtics étaient au plus bas et les espoirs de Larry au plus haut. Extérieurement, ce paysan ne semblait pas avoir les qualités requises pour remplir son rôle de sauveur.
It's just a kid. I mean, he doesn't look all that good. You know, and there's talk about how slow he was. He couldn't jump. He couldn't defend.
I think when Larry first arrived, everybody thought, well, here's a kid now that I don't know if he's going to be able to play in this league.
Comme Boston allait vite le découvrir, le talent de Bird ne se mesurait pas aux apparences.
Larry Bird felt there wasn't anything he couldn't do on a basketball floor. And, you know, when you have that kind of confidence, there's nothing that you can't do.
He was the most self-motivated player I ever saw.
Avec une ingéniosité inépuisable, Bird montra une maîtrise du jeu qui finit par convaincre les plus sceptiques.
It's just an uncanny sense, and he'll do things out there you just say, and it just leaves you shaking your head and smiling.
Although he's still going for those fakes.
Larry would make a bounce pass behind the back on the fast break. And you say, where's this ball going?
Collins going against Bird. Behind the back to Tiny. Beautiful.
He's got the smarts. He was no country bumpkin.
And then Bird goes inside, out of the corner.
You know, Larry's great at playing that. You know, come into my web, said the spider, the fly.
It's like watching a
a cat, play with a mouse.
Now they clear aside for Larry. Fakes it. Bird. There's the play of the game, right there.
He's so intelligent. He has eyes all around his head.
Larry's going to slow it out. Oh, it goes over the head to McHale. Save that one, guys. Offensive board on the cut to Bird. Swings through, little reverse. Layup is good. How did he make that?
C'était un virtuose du basket, capable de performances individuelles extraordinaires. Mais son plus grand talent tenait à sa capacité d'orchestrer le jeu de ses coéquipiers.
He created an unselfish attitude on the team as far as looking for the open man. If the guy's open, the guy's going to get the ball for the open shot.
You get so many easy baskets because he draws so much defensive attention, and you find yourself all alone in the basketball or contested layup.
He understood how to get Kevin and Robert's shots and Cedric Maxwell. And he also knew when any of these individuals were not getting enough shots in the game or were not involved in the offense. And he'd make a concerted effort to get them involved.
When you've got a Bird out there, the other four guys know if you just move and get in the right place, that's your only responsibility. You know that ball's going to be there. It's beautiful. You get four other guys overachieving. You make them better basketball players.
The thrill and the beauty of the Celtics playing was the ball moving from one side of the floor to the other side, 3 or 4 crisp passes and an easy shot resulting from that.
That's pass work. That's teamwork.
And Larry brought that back to the Boston Celtics.
Les 4 premières années de Bird dans la Ligue avaient été presque miraculeuses. Il avait été élu Rookie de l'année, titulaire du All-Star à chaque saison. Il avait fait passer les Celtics de l'anonymat au titre de champion du monde. Malgré la déception des années 82 et 83, qui avait vu Boston s'incliner au terme des playoffs, Bird avait dépassé toutes les espérances, excepté les siennes.
We had a team there when we won in '81. I thought we was going to win 5 or 6 in a row because we had that much talent. But we just didn't do the things that it took for us to win a championship.
Pendant ces 4 années, le rival de Bird, Magic Johnson, est allé 3 fois en finale et a remporté 2 championnats. Ces Lakers étaient considérés comme la meilleure équipe de la Ligue. Cette situation ne convenait guère à Larry Bird.
This man will not accept losing. He's like a guy who would pick a locomotive up and with ropes, pull a locomotive. He'll endure anything to win.
Dès le début de la saison 84, il montra sa détermination. Tout en continuant à travailler avec acharnement, il envoya un message clair à ses coéquipiers.
You know, he was the first guy to practice, last guy to leave. It was very hard for us as players to look over and see Larry doing drills by himself for an hour and a half after practice, 2 hours after practice, for us not to pay the price.
When you get your, quote, superstar to work at a high level in practice, everybody else falls in line because this is the man, and he will work. And Larry worked every day.
Son exemple stimula les Celtics tout au long de la saison.
If he's willing to sacrifice himself for a ball, then, you know, everybody else should be ready too.
Bird over the top and through the scorer's table as he tried to get by.
Or if he's willing to take that gut-wrenching charge that's coming down the middle, you know, then everybody else should be willing to.
Oh, man. Here's hustle at about $1 million a year.
Everybody follows in the step.
This ball comes to Buckner. Saved by Maxwell. He wipes out Billy after it. Bird hits. 2 standing ovations already by this huge crowd.
To their advantage, Bird on the drive. Slapped away by Vincent. Bird gets it back. Saves it. Nice pass to Maxwell. What a play.
Oh, Robinson the board, and the Bullets can take the lead. Bird the steal. Takes it himself for 2.
What a play by Bird.
Kellogg shoots and is short with it and hard. And the rebound to Bird. Look at that pass. Oh, what a
Suivant les directives de Bird, ils attaquaient chacun de leurs adversaires avec une intense sauvagerie. Cette approche vaudra à Boston le record de la ligue. Et à Bird les honneurs du MVP.
84 Larry was just awesome. I mean, it was just unbelievable how he could improve his game. You never thought that he could take it to a different level, and he was able to do that.
L'histoire de la pré-saison ne sera pas différente. Les Celtics dominèrent de façon écrasante les premiers tours des playoffs. Mais pendant ce temps, une autre histoire se déroulait à l'Ouest. Magic Johnson et les Lakers poursuivaient leur régime de croisière à travers les playoffs. Quand Boston gagna la finale de conférence Est, le monde du basketball retint son souffle.
You know, we were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
Depuis leur première rencontre historique, ils avaient suivi la même trajectoire. Chacun avait ranimé les espoirs de sa franchise et ensemble, ils avaient relancé la Ligue. Jamais ils ne s'étaient retrouvés en finale de la NBA et tout le pays bourdonnait d'impatience.
With anticipation.
You know, you walk around and everybody is talking about this series. We had more writers and TV people and made it so big. I mean, everything was written was Bird versus Magic, Magic versus Bird, that whole thing. And it was so intense, so intense.
Le destin avait lancé un défi terrible à Bird. Sous les yeux de l'Amérique entière, il allait essayer de redorer le blason des Celtics et de prendre sa revanche.
Playing against Magic, yeah, that was something that I always dreamed about since he beat us in college.
Mais dès le début de la série, le rêve tourna au cauchemar.
Rebounding is Magic, Cooper, and the fast break going to town.
Dès le premier match, l'attaque spectaculaire des Lakers passa à la vitesse supérieure. Ils reprirent l'avantage aux Celtics qui jouaient à domicile. Ils infligèrent une sévère correction aux Celtics dans le troisième match, joué à Los Angeles. Menant 2-1, il semblait bien que Magic allait encore une fois faire la fête aux dépens de Bird. En voyant s'évanouir tous les espoirs de cette saison, Bird, d'habitude si discret, choqua tout le monde en donnant libre cours à ses sentiments.
Well, we just play like a bunch of women tonight. You know, we got some great players on this team, but we don't have the players with the heart sometimes that we need. And today, when you see Magic slapping high fives and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long, it seems that somebody would try to put a stop to it. And until we get our hearts where they belong, we're in trouble.
Larry was frustrated. He was disappointed, as we all were, that we got blown out by 33 points on national TV. But when he said that guys play with no heart, I knew what would happen in the next game. I knew what would happen in that series. Guys would do anything.
Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy, Rambis. Benches have emptied, and you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
Bird avait donné le signal de l'assaut. Cette fois, la fête était terminée pour les Lakers.
Swings the elbow, and now it's Gillen and Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw.
It drew the team together, and I think that they all responded and said, yeah, hey, let's make sure that we aren't playing like sissies. Maybe we were, but let's make sure we're not going to continue to play like that.
Le défi de Bird en cours à l'oreille, les Celtics jouèrent avec un engagement féroce. Pendant 3 matchs, Los Angeles avait marqué à volonté. À présent, Boston leur fait rendre chaque point gagnant. Les Celtics meneraient la danse. Ils forceraient les Lakers à s'arrêter de courir et à se battre.
Boston would make them stand and fight.
Bird et Magic menant vaillamment leur troupe au combat, cette lutte épique resta au point mort pendant 48 longues minutes.
48 grueling minutes.
Great players like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson love to be in this situation. And we go to overtime.
Quand cette terrible épreuve de force entra dans sa phase finale, la lumière des projecteurs ne quitta plus les deux grands rivaux engagés dans un affrontement historique. 5 ans plus tôt, ils avaient tenu ensemble le devant de la scène. Maintenant, dans ce match revanche attendu, chacun était en droit de revendiquer la victoire.
Johnson misses them both. Bird the rebound, and the Celtics want a timeout. The Celtics now are left with one timeout in overtime, and despondent Magic Johnson goes to the bench. It'll be Boston ball, tie game.
Maxwell looking. Bird rotates in. Bird pops out. Avoids the steal. Gets it over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back in the Bird. The ball away is gone. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Boston Celtics have evened this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece. And those who are writing the obituary for the team that have won a record 14 NBA titles can just pause. We're coming back. That's right. We're coming back. We'll be back. The Boston Celtics are acting like they won a championship, and Tommy, for them, perhaps it has been as important as a championship.
Les Celtics avaient retrouvé leur fierté et repris l'avantage. Il leur restait 3 matchs, dont 2 au Boston Garden. Ils comptaient bien se débarrasser des Lakers.
Lakers had several chances, and here's Larry Bird chucking down the court.
Le championnat était à portée de main de Bird et il n'allait pas le laisser échapper.
Larry Bird, this game is Larry Bird's. I mean, he's doing everything.
La saison s'est terminée comme elle avait commencé. Bird avait mené Boston à la victoire.
What can you say?
No one believed that we could beat the Lakers that year. Absolutely no one believed it. But the fact of the matter is, we believed in ourselves, and that was a lot because of the leadership Larry had.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions in a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers. Larry Bird, congratulations. You were the most valuable player. Does this get you even with Magic for what happened between Michigan State and Indiana State all those many years ago?
We're professionals now, but I won this one for Terre Haute.
You won it for Terre Haute, I'll tell you that.
Pour Terre Haute, l'année 84 marquait peut-être le remboursement d'une dette, mais pour Boston, ce fut la consommation d'un mariage d'amour. Durant cette saison riche en émotions fortes, Bird avait agi et parlé à cœur ouvert. Et celui de ses fans battait à l'unisson.
Basically, this town is a blue-collar town. You know, they believe in working hard, earning your keep. And that's the type of player Larry is. You know, Larry believes in hard work.
He gives the fans someone to say, yeah, identification.
Before he came, even the good years, we had a couple of thousand seats for sale all the time, you know. But after he came, you can't buy a ticket.
Au début de la saison 85, les Celtics étaient à nouveau prêts à suivre leur leader dans la bataille.
We knew we had the best player in the world on our team. We knew Larry was, and no question about it, he was the best player in the world.
Leur stratégie était des plus claires.
The game was very simple. Get the ball to Larry and get out of his way.
Williams has it.
Williams to Bird again. Up fakes. Fires another three-pointer. Oh! Ties it up! 113 to 113.
Larry always said that I won it. Besides, everybody in the building knew who the ball was going to anyway.
Here's Dennis, gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner. Got it! Ball game's over, Boston wins.
The thing is, the one thing to know where it's going, but it's another thing to stop it.
DJ again to make the inbounds pass. The double team in Bird. Larry, fake, fall away. Hits it! Unbelievable!
Chaque soir, voyez un nouvel exploit de Bird. Au cours de la rencontre contre Atlanta, il fit exploser le record de Boston de points marqués en un seul match.
He was so good that night that the Hawks were giving each other 5.
He's unconscious. There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. Bird has 60 points. Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him.
Avec Bird au sommet de ses possibilités, Boston semblait invincible. Ils établiront un nouveau record de la Ligue et Bird se verra décerner son deuxième MVP. Mais il ne gagnera pas le championnat. Handicapé par une blessure au coude, il sera dans l'incapacité de mener ses Celtics devant les Lakers pour rééditer l'exploit historique de 84. Une saison qui semblait pleine de promesses s'achevait dans la déception. Mais elle n'était que temporaire. Pendant 2 saisons, les Celtics s'étaient entièrement reposés sur Bird. Dans le processus, ils avaient changé. Ils n'étaient plus simplement les coéquipiers de Bird, ils formaient maintenant une équipe à son image. Un groupe étroitement soudé. Ils démarrèrent la saison 86 déterminés à reprendre le titre qu'ils avaient perdu. Dès le début, les Celtics se débarrassèrent de leurs adversaires avec une efficacité meurtrière.
Bird just hit him with a screen, then gets it back to McHale.
And we went out there with a job in mind, and we all knew what our jobs were. And when we went to work, it was like punching in the clock. You know, if I'm on the assembly line, and my job is put the radio knob on the radio. I'm putting the radio knob on the radio, and the other guy's putting in the buttons and putting on the antennas. And, you know, Larry was the antenna man, and we were the button man.
Pour Bird, son travail n'avait jamais été aussi gratifiant. Avec Bill Walton, qui avait été transféré pendant l'intersaison, l'arsenal de Boston était au complet, et Bird s'en servit de façon dévastatrice.
I think what made that team so special was its ability to play any kind of style. You know, we could play the setup game, we could play the fast break game. We had great defense, great rebounding, and then if nothing was working, hey, we could always just give it to Larry, and he'd step back and shoot a 3.
En les voyant dominer la Ligue, on comprit que la saison des Celtics ne se résumerait pas à un simple parcours vers le titre, mais à un véritable voyage dans l'histoire. Ils ne perdront qu'un seul match au Boston Garden, inscrivant le record de la NBA pour le plus grand nombre de victoires remportées à domicile en une saison. Ils établiront le deuxième meilleur record de l'histoire des Celtics et Bird deviendra, avec Bill Russell et Wilt Chamberlain, le seul joueur à se voir attribuer 3 titres consécutifs de MVP. Les playoffs ne seront qu'une formalité pour les Celtics qui ne perdront qu'un seul match avant d'arriver en finale. Même les matchs de la finale ressembleraient plus à un sacre qu'à un combat.
Than a coronation.
Bird carries out the game plan, and the Rockets want to know what hit him.
Houston sera vite effacé et Boston, en remportant son deuxième titre en 3 ans, se placera parmi les plus grandes équipes de l'histoire de la NBA.
History.
Bird goes in a three-point land.
me. I always felt that, and still feel that that's the best team I've ever seen in this league. I'm sure Magic's got a team he liked to throw up against it, but to me personally, I thought that's the best team ever assembled since I've been in the league.
16 out of 40, the greatest winning tradition. You did it with hard work and teamwork. You've earned it, it's yours, enjoy it.
En hissant sa troisième bannière de champion au Boston Garden, Bird se faisait aussi une place dans l'histoire.
And I have been very blessed having coached some of the greatest that ever played the game. But if I had to start a team today, the greatest player and the one guy I would take would be Larry Bird.
Alors qu'il n'en était qu'au milieu de sa carrière, Bird avait déjà rejoint les rangs des immortels de l'équipe des Celtics.
Red, you want to say something? What I want to say is, you know how it feels because you've been here before. Me, I haven't scored a point.
Yeah, but you kind of brought the guys here that scored the points.
Well,
so you're overpaid.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Mais Bird et les Celtics n'auront pas le temps de savourer leur victoire. La saison suivante, l'équipe sera décimée par les blessures. Avec Bird pour ranimer la flamme, le rage de vaincre était intact.
We just band together. We're not going to give up, no matter what the outcome was. That we was going to go down fighting.
Se frayant un chemin jusqu'à la finale de leur conférence, Bird et les Celtics se trouvèrent confrontés aux jeunes loups des Pistons. Ils arrivèrent tant bien que mal à les contenir pendant les 4 premiers matchs. Mais au moment d'aborder la dernière rencontre décisive, Bird allait devoir recourir à la magie de la grande époque des Celtics pour venir au secours de ses coéquipiers. Les Pistons prirent l'avantage dans les dernières secondes du match.
Seasting bumps him a couple of times. Isaiah nails it top of the key with 17 seconds to go, and the Celtics call time.
It's Detroit by 1, 17 seconds, so Boston goes for the final shot.
On the left it goes to Bird. Bird guarded by Mahorn. Drives around him. Goes on in. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by no, they call it the other way.
When we lost the last opportunity to score by throwing the ball away, I was sure it was over.
Detroit ball with 5 seconds to go.
The game was over, and Detroit had won.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly.
Please, somebody come up with, this ball.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up at him. And Boston has a 1-point lead with 1 second left. Oh my, this place is going crazy.
Oh, this is right up there with all the great ones that have been played. It's the one you look back on and kind of smile and say, yeah, foot was in the trap, but we snuck out of there somehow.
Bird steals it and gets it to Johnson at the buzzer. Oh, my!
Yeah, he made a great play, no question about it.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
They forgot about Larry Bird, that's all.
Bird avait asséné un coup fatal aux Pistons. Pour rencontrer les Lakers en finale, Bird était bien décidé à soutenir vaillamment son équipe délabrée. Boston aurait bien voulu répéter sa dernière performance en 4 matchs gagnés à l'arraché, mais contre les Lakers, même la magie de Bird ne suffisait pas. Les Celtics perdront leur titre, mais pas leur fierté. L'âge et les blessures les empêcheront d'accéder à la finale pour le reste de la décennie. Pourtant, même sans prétendre au titre, Bird conserverait une équipe avec laquelle il faudrait compter.
I fear no one but Larry Bird, because if you keep it close and he has a chance to win it, he's going to win that game.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot, and the Celtics win it. Incredible.
Larry Bird never quits and never says die, and he always feels that he has a chance to win the game.
Suns by 2. They throw to Bird. Here comes Bird. Puts it up. Counts the bucket. We're tied at 104. And Bird will go to the line for his 51st point.
Well, it's 2 points difference, and they're down 2. Bird will come up with a three-pointer. I mean, you keep waiting for it. You're waiting for it with bated breath.
2-point Maverick lead.
Bird's the man they want to have it. Yes, indeed.
Bird for 3. Yes! Larry Bird for 3 with 4 seconds to go. Celtics lead it by 1. What can you say about Larry Bird?
Imagine the arrogance, though. The wonderful arrogance of a man who needs 2 to tie or 3 to win, has the time to do either one, and says, let's roll the dice.
He wants every advantage, whether it be a technical advantage, a physical advantage, but more importantly, a psychological advantage.
I get a charge when I tell somebody on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play, and about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? That's Larry. And when he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, and says, I'm getting the ball.
And I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting. And he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. Larry Bird, just phenomenal the way that
he came out, went right about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. He wanted to shoot it with 0 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Au cours de la saison 88, on eut l'impression que Bird avait trouvé toutes les façons possibles d'accéder à la victoire. Mais c'est peut-être dans la demi-finale de sa conférence qu'il se montrerait le plus imaginatif. Risquant l'élimination contre les Hawks au 6e match, il empêchera la défaite et il lancera une attaque psychologique très osée.
Well, they had their chance. You know, they had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home, and our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
Les Hawks ne se laissèrent pas intimider par l'impertinence de Bird. Visiblement, si Larry voulait que sa prédiction se réalise, il lui faudrait se mesurer avec Dominique Wilkins, qui allait tout simplement jouer le match de sa vie.
Play the game of his life.
Bird now cuts free. Here's Wilkins. That's what they must have. Cuts free. Left hands in for the field goal. That puts the Celtics back on top. Mano duel. Bird versus Wilkins. Dominique hits a 3. Ties it for Atlanta. With Bird again pulling up. Putting Boston ahead. It's a duel. Put down your saber. Wilkins respawn. It's Bird's turn. Comes up with a shot. And the Celtics lead it. Who's going to blink first? And Dominique high off the glass. 3 from Bird. Larry Bird promised it, and he is delivering in this quarter with 18 points. This a critical trip for the Atlanta Hawks. This is a great defensive move by Bird as he steals the ball for the Celtics. Leads the Bird off the fake, improves his position, and the Celtics are up again.
One way or another, Bird kills you.
Another defensive stop, a must here for the Hawks. Johnson gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. Bird for the win. You are watching what greatness is all about. Won't get down. Sickmer and Bird over the shoulder. scores for two and a foul! Oh, boy!
Pendant toute sa carrière, Bird a réussi l'impossible.
Bird had managed to do the impossible.
Il s'est forgé une aura d'invincibilité. C'est peut-être au crépuscule de sa carrière qu'on perçoit le mieux ce qui fait l'essence de sa grandeur. À la fin des années 80, l'âge et les blessures lui firent payer un lourd tribut. Même si son physique le trahissait, il montra qu'il était toujours capable de mener son équipe, ne fût-ce que par sa force de caractère. L'inéluctable travail du temps n'entamait pas sa force de caractère.
I can remember when I first came in the league, Artis Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about. But getting a little bit older now and feeling the bangs and the bumps and bruises and all that, I can see where he's coming from, but I can't change my style of play. I got to play like that every night.
Il relevait des défis différents, mais il restait résolument le même.
Larry still kind of comes in with that 22-year-old attitude about basketball.
Bird again on the other end. Short with the hook. Catledge, a traffic rebound. Bird strips it, tips it. Yeah!
He was just a phenomenal teammate who could do anything and everything by himself, but always in the framework of the team.
I care about my teammates. I want to see my teammates do well. He personified that.
He's brought his values that he had in the 7th grade in French Lick, Indiana, and he stayed with them. I remember distinctly one summer calling him in. He was working out in Terre Haute, and I caught him in the boys' club there. And he called me back, and I said, Larry, I said, the president of Harvard called, and he wanted to know, would you be kind enough to address the freshman class on the values of having a college education? It'll only take you 10 or 15 minutes, to do so. He said, no. I said, well, also, Sports Illustrated wanted to put you on the cover, and they wanted you to take some pictures, and they said it wouldn't, take that much time. He said, no. I said, Life magazine also called. They want to just take pictures. They didn't want to do an interview. They'll run a 10-page spread on you, and they just want to follow you around and have your permission to take pictures. He said, no. He said, Mr. Wolf, he says, I thought you said this call was important.
Larry Bird grandit à French Lick dans l'Indiana, avec un ballon, un panier et un rêve.
Around here, you learn to play by yourself or with a friend. And if you're going to make anything of yourself, you got to do it on your own.
S'entraînant longtemps après que ses copains soient rentrés chez eux, il découvrait la nature profonde du jeu et dans le même temps la sienne.
I think Larry always looked at himself as a poor person. And this was his claim to fame. This was his opportunity to really show people, that he's as good as anyone else.
Il joua avec la passion de l'opprimé, le respect de la tradition et une vision qui n'appartient qu'à lui.
You look at people like MacArthur, who the war happens, and Patton, the General Patton. There's a war for them to shine in. Larry was born to play basketball.
Enflammant le cœur de tous ceux qui le regardaient jouer, il laissa derrière lui un sentiment d'émerveillement et une légende.
A legend.